thanks for joining us. Here we are again with another edition of Social Investment Focus. This is an initiative of the National Social Investment Office, the coordinators of the federal government's social investment programs, to bring to you government's untiring efforts at jobs creation and poverty alleviation. I am Sheung Olagunju. You're welcome. Last edition, we engaged the Special Advisor to the President on Social Investments, Mrs. Mariam Uwais, on the National Social Investment Programs and what they entail. She started by telling us about each of the programs under the NSIP, what they entail, and how they work. We now bring you the concluding part of that interview.
We have heard, we get a lot of information from the field. A lot of schools tell us, and from what we've collated, we've recorded at least 1,600,000 estimate of children that have come back. In some of the classes have doubled, and this is to say that many of these children come in and they are getting attracted to schooling because they come in to eat. And then they listen to what's happening. True, some leave, but this is a beginning. This is actually attracting our young people back to school. Learning outcomes have improved. We also have women who now have businesses that they're doing. They're even employing others to wash the utensils for them, to serve the children. And we have children eating a comprehensive meal, a balanced diet. We have now, from 26 states, we need 6.8 million eggs every week. We need 594 cattle every week. We need 138,000 chicken every week. And this is not to even talk about the fruits and the vegetables that are being utilized every day, the rice, the wheat, the cassava, all of which is in demand. So what we're seeing is a boost in productivity and demand for a lot of these food items.
My name is Mrs. Martina Oko. I am a food vendor in Benue State, Makurdi local government area. I'm assigned to feed 100 pupils at NKST Primary School, Wadata. The menu for Monday is jollof rice, garnish with fish, crayfish, and there's a fruit by the side. So the experience at NKST Primary School, Wadata, has been rewarding. When I went to the school, I got to meet a lot of children that, from their background, I could see that they were really excited about the school feeding program, and I could see the hunger among them. They needed the food, they were excited, and even those that were not even part of the class I was assigned to, they were hovering around the classes and were even begging for their friends to pass the food to them. This program is very necessary in our country right now, and in Benue State in particular, because there's hunger in the land, and the kind of food we give these children, it contains a lot of nutrients. It contains carbohydrate, contains proteins, vitamins. We usually give them fruits every day. There's also a source of protein in their food. It will go a long way if the program continues in this state in helping to eradicate poverty in our land. Because when children feed properly, they are more productive and they'll be able to learn properly and they will understand what they are being taught. This is a good initiative by the federal government.
I'm really humbled by how far these women, these caregivers, are able to stretch 5,000 across the month. And it's really the most fulfilling part of it for me, because you see women putting their children back into school, you see them starting small trades, addressing their needs, they're forming savings groups, so they're buying goats, they're buying, somebody even told me she was starting a pigeon business because now she's able to have a little money at the end of each month. You find, you know, you're lost for words. Women saying that at long last, I can give my children a bath with soda. We used to use water. You know, so many things that we take for granted. Unfortunately, I don't know, the reality is a lot of the people we're impacting are in rural communities. They don't have access to social media. They don't have access to the print media or even to radio. They listen, but nobody, unless the journalists go to them and ask them, you won't even hear these stories. If you ask people in town, they don't know what is happening because they don't see the impact. But if you go into those communities, or if you go into on payday and you see the joy and the anticipation, you know, and you see the impact, how children are so much happier, you know, because their mothers are able to provide the little things that they require. It's just a joy to behold, honestly. We have very good stories coming out, apart from also the value chain, you know. For instance, for the N-Build, we sold all our overalls in Aba. You should listen to the market people saying they would send to China before, but now they've got us doing it. If you see the manuals, the toolboxes, all of those, we're utilizing warehouses in every region, and we're distributing all of these to young men and women who are now back trying to fine-tune their skills, you know. And the NPower, the agro, they have, in fact, even the teachers are getting involved in agriculture, health. You find people that were not in the health sector revolutionizing the case management, for instance, in hospitals. There's a case of a group of girls in Delta State who did microbiology and pharmacology as their degrees. They hadn't had work they didn't have any jobs. They set up a small lab in their community, and they were doing blood samples, and they were making quite a bit of money. We got to hear about it because unfortunately they didn't go to register, you know, there. So we facilitated that because the registration council was upset. You know, we have a lot of physically challenged that are actually, we have somebody in Plateau State who says he was able he gets 30,000 a month. The NPower graduate gets 30. He said he's been able to buy a computer and he's transcribing to Braille subjects for his constituency.
I'm Sipasi Olalekun Ayodele. I'm based here in Ikorodu, Lagos State. I'm the founder of Protecto Zone. We train children, youth, and farmers in sustainable agricultural practices to fight hunger and alleviate poverty even in the city. In 2016, joining NPower, I was able to reach more people. NPower gave me the feasibility and the exposure I needed to scale my organization from where it was to where it is now. Because of the opportunities NPower has actually given me and the facilities they provided us, whereby we are going to schools, partnering with the teachers, training the children on sustainable agricultural practices. We have a lot of youth, women, and children who benefited from our platform. Even what I'm doing on a small scale has actually brought me a lot of local and international recognition. Currently, I won the Nigerian American Partnership Award and the US Consular General Award based on what I'm doing right from my community here.
You find that we have a lot of hardworking and eager to learn youth, because the graduates all have tablets. They also learn and they take those tablets away. We have a lot of modules on agriculture or health or even teaching, and they go in there and we can engage them directly through these tablets. So it's been a really, you know, I think a very encouraging thing, and we're hoping that we will increase the numbers next year.
My name is Maula Sapta. Through NCE, I graduated in College of Education, Jalingo. I study English PES and teach. I teach in Sali Udogo Memorial Primary School I teach English language in primary 3. I want to appreciate federal government for putting a smile in my face and my family. My husband is a businessman, he's not a civil servant. So when I collected the money, in fact, it helped me. I paid children's school fees before my husband got his own money. Honestly, it adds more love to the family. My children, before they ask me, Mommy, buy me pencil, buy me cleaner, I will say I don't have money, go to daddy. But now, they say, Mommy, even ice cream I used to buy for them because of Empower. So I give God the glory.
10,000 naira can make a difference to somebody's. And this JEEP has been on since January 2016. We've just had different products. And because the vice president is going around now trying to encourage this, but it has no political affiliation whatsoever. The people that are registered are in the markets. Nobody asks them what party do you belong to. You know, but the vice president has always had an eye for those who are less privileged. So he's been pushing the team to ensure that that government touches the lives of people who had hitherto been ignored altogether. So many of them are saying, now I can grow my business. Now I can do something more productive. Thank you, government, because now I feel a sense of belonging.
I am Josephine John. I have a shop in Eagle Square, Federal Secretariat. I'm a food seller. I own Home Cooking Restaurants and Edo Kitchen in Eagle Square. Collected the sum of 100,000 from JEEP, supported by BOI, Bank of Industry. I want to thank the President Muhammad Buhari. I want to say thank you and God bless Nigeria.
A break beckons. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
Starting your business shouldn't be a scare when you have the right support. Support that helps you grow. Support that helps you expand beyond borders. And this support extends to every single person on the value chain. All the way down to the leaders of the next generation. At Bank of Industry, we believe that supporting one is supporting all, with a system set up to provide financial and advisory support for growing and large businesses. Visit any of our offices, website, or social media pages to get in on how you can benefit from this today. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
My name is Faromo Grace. I've collected the money. I will buy the market already. And it has been profit for us. So thank God. I will really thank the federal government for remembering us. So we really thank them. God will bless them abundantly.
You're welcome back. You're watching Social Investment Focus. It is an enlightenment initiative of the National Social Investment Office on the various programs by the government on social investment, the facts, the impact, and the testimonies. Now, the National Homegrown School Feeding Program, where pupils of primary 1 to 3 are fed free lunch prepared from locally grown farm produce, is more than just lunch. It benefits a whole value chain economy with testimonies from everyday local people whose businesses are becoming major contributors to the macroeconomics of their communities. More children are enrolling in schools and more lives are being impacted. Here are some testimonies from beneficiaries of the National Homegrown School Feeding Program.
I'm Tiafka Sisewesi from Ushongu Local Government in Benue State. So my place of PPA is Nkesti Nursery and Primary School, Wadata. I'm from NTeach, in charge of Primary 1B. Since this food vendor started sharing the food from these children, we discovered that their morale for learning has increased. And you know, most of them, they used to absent themselves from school. But since this food vendor started sharing food, you hardly see any of them absenting themselves from school. And most of them, they fell sick often because of lack of food. But now that they are eating enough, they are excited, they can learn more.
My name is Mboto Francis Usa. I am in Primary 3. The name of my school is Primary School Ikotida, Ibionibom Local Government Area, Akwa Ibom State. I am 7 years old. Noodles, rice, beans, egg and bread, yam, and rice.
My name is Jonathan Kuretodo. I am in Primary 3A. The name of my school is Methodist School. Iko Beridem, local government, Iko Epene, Iko Ewan, Akwa Ibom State. I am 10 years old. We thank the federal government for the food that they are giving to us. And those that don't come to school have come and we have eaten satisfied. We say, may God bless them.
Sunana Muhammad Abubakar. Da farko dai muna cikin farin ciki fiye da da, saboda yanzu alfanun da muka samu sakamakon madarar da ake ba ɗalibai, to madarar da ake ɗauka nan wajenmu ta lunka sau yadda muke bashe ta da, saboda haka shine babban farin cikinmu, domin dama madarar damuwarmu shine ina za mu kai ta. Muna kaiwa Wambai ana muna walakanci, matanmu suna shan wahala, to sai gashi sakamakon madarar da ake ba ɗalibai bangare hannun shi mai girma Al'anzar, to mun samu yanzu madara ana ɗauki ta koyaushe. Babban shi ne ma dama babban damu ina za mu je mu sayar da madarar nan, tunda mu ita ce rayuwarmu. In muke tatsa shanu mu je mu ciyar da iyalanmu, mu biya makaranta a yi menene, to alhamdulillah sai gashi madara ana ɗaukar ta sosai.
My name is MD Abubakar. I'm the MD Chief Executive Officer of L&Z Integrated Farms based in Kano. Massively, the introduction of homegrown feeding program has helped in increasing our offtake because it's a project or an activity that has helped us to increase our need for milk.
I'm a retired banker and I came into farming. The general complaint then was that, oh, when you produce fish, you don't have place to sell them. But with the coming of the homegrown in Ogun State, I can speak particularly for that, you will discover that farmers don't have too much, they are not at the mercy of the merchants, in the sense that homegrown takes a huge chunk of what the farmer is producing. So as they produce, we are able to buy from them and they are happy. And it is in recognition of this that this cooperative was formed, so that the homegrown project can reach the grassroots. We are fish processor, which we call aggregator. We are the one that will buy the fish from all the farmers and process them. As soon as we finish processing, we take it to what we call CCP. They are the people that will now do the final distribution. So those vendors that are coming for the protein will find easy access to, they won't have to spend too much money, so that the cost of their own production will not be too high.
My name is Fatima Mohammed. I'm from Bauchi Local Government, Bauchi State, Nigeria. I used to give food for Father Ngalambi Primary School under Bauchi Local Government. We are appreciating the federal government for giving this program to Bauchi Meat Factory, because the reason why I say that Bauchi Meat Factory, because they used to give hygienic meats in Bauchi Meat Factory. And if you want to buy a meat from Bauchi Meat Factory, you will find it very cheap than outside. And before they will slaughter a meat there, they will know the cow that they are going to slaughter it is very hygienic.
Sunana Ibrahim, ina sai da man gyada da manja da robo jarka da drums duka duk muna sai da su. Ya kai shekara 2 da suka zo suka fara sai. Ta sanadiyan wannan fara zuwan matan sayayyan nan mun samu masu ciyarwa, mun samu ƙarin customer sosai akan hakan. Mun samu kuma ƙaruwa sosai ta fannin kasuwanmu. Akwai su da yawa yaran, saboda ƙannena suna yi, yara na duka suna yi. Kuma duk mun ga yadda suke samun jin daɗi ta fannin wannan abu da gwamnati ta kawo mana. Gaskiya ne yasa na samu, saboda wannan lokacin yara za su tafi ba sai sun karya ba, su je makaranta, za su ci abinci da safe, za su ci da rana. Duk wannan mun samu sauki a ta wannan fannin. To da shi nake samu ina kokari ina musu kayan sawa da dai sauransu a gida.
Orúkọ mi ni Ìyáàfin Ganiat Ajibade, mo ń ta àgbàdo nínú ọjà Bódìjà. Ní ṣíṣe rárá pé kọ́sítọ́mà mi ni wọ́n, oníbàárà mi ni wọ́n máa bá mi ra àgbàdo. Wọ́n sì sọ àlàyé fún mi pé àwọn máa fi ṣe oúnjẹ fún àwọn sùkúrù. Èrò mi nípa ẹ̀ ni pé bí a ti ń ṣe fún àwọn ọmọléèwé náà dáa, pé kí wọ́n máa ṣe fún àwọn ọmọléèwé dáadáa, ọjà tiwa náà yóò sì tí a bá ti ń ṣe fún ọmọléèwé wọ́n máa bá wa náà ra àgbàdo, ọjà tiwa náà ó máa tà.
The market people benefit from us too, because we go out and on open market and buy things from them. People stay in the market before, they don't move, they don't have market. But now we go to market from this food program, we go outside and buy some things from them, and they are so happy with us.
Many of us, we don't have anything doing, but now we have respect in our husband. Our husband used to respect us, people used to respect us because of this feeding. The business is improved now. So I have many customers now. People used to call me. Financially, we can feed ourselves with our children.
My name is Mrs. Oye Odunayo. I'm one of the school feeding program vendors. People have been calling me that they want to do party, outdoor and indoor party. So I've been doing it for them. Then it's helped my business as well, because I have to employ some people to join me in that work. I will appreciate the government first for giving us that program, but I will employ them to extend it to some classes like primary 3, 4, 5, 6, because at times when we are serving the junior ones, they will be asking us, Mama vendor, when are we going to give us our own? We'll be telling them that they should exercise a little patience.
Package on social investment focus. For now, our aim is to bring to you the efforts of government in poverty alleviation and capacity building. Do join us again next time as we explore another of the programs. I'm Sheung Olagunju. Thanks for watching.